I often hear from buyers that are looking for an area to live in that has some sort of town center that they can reach on foot, bicycle, or car, and they don't necessarily want to live in downtown Minneapolis or downtown St. Paul. I have a couple playlists, one of neighborhoods and suburbs and one of small towns, and in those I've highlighted some of the neighborhoods that have easy access to amenities within the cities that will fit this bill. But I've never shown you Robbinsdale, Minnesota, and that ends today. I'm Maryschumann, and I am a realtor here in the Twin Cities, and my specialty is helping people make the move to the Twin Cities from other parts of the country. I make videos to help people see what the Twin Cities look like, what kinds of things you can find here, and what it's like to live in Minnesota if you are moving from somewhere else, because I did that 8 years ago and the experience is still fresh in my mind. So I'm trying to help you out here. I also give the occasional market update so you can see what's happening in the housing market here. So you should probably think about subscribing if that's the kind of information that you're looking for. And I also have a free relocation guide down in my description, and you're welcome to download that. I've helped 2 sets of buyers find a home in Robbinsdale in the past year. And as always is the case, the more time I spend somewhere, the more positives I see. And the selling point for my most recent buyers was the little stretch of downtown that has a bunch of shops and restaurants that will be in easy reach for them. Robbinsdale is small, and from what a friend of mine who lives there describes, he says it's close and a friendly community. Robbinsdale only has about 14,000 residents, and it's tucked in a little pocket northwest of the city of Minneapolis. It does have easy access to Route 100, and it's about 15 minutes from downtown Minneapolis. Or if you need to get to the MSP airport, it's about 30 minutes from there. One of the things that I always look for in a community is access to green space, and Robbinsdale has access to one of the best green spaces in the metro area because it borders right on Theodore Wirth Park. This is a large park that has an amazing trailhead building and also has the Mill Valley Market restaurant. So if you're feeling the need for a little sustenance, as my mom would say, feeling a little peckish, after your outdoor activities there, you can stop in and have a bite. This is definitely the park for mountain biking, regular biking, cross-country skiing, sledding and tubing, golf, swimming, or just walking on some trails and getting some fresh air. Whatever you feel like doing, Theodore Wirth probably has it. The housing stock in Robbinsdale is primarily built in the late 1940s through the 1950s and 60s, and what that means is that there are a lot of Rambler-style homes, and houses that were built in this area are just solid. If you're looking for primarily one-level living and wanting less than 2,000 square feet of finished space, these are great options. The layout in these homes is really nice and what I would call open enough. They feel spacious, but they maintain privacy and sound mitigation qualities that you may find in homes with more walls. They are typically not what we currently think of as open floor plan. Most of these have wood floors, even if they are currently covered by carpet, and they are modern enough to have central air conditioning. So we're not working on radiators and boilers and window units here. Prices in Robbinsdale are well below the Twin Cities median price, coming in right at $300,000. And this is a nice option for buyers that want a single family home, maybe first time buyers, or someone that just wants a smaller home that is in a close-in suburb. This is also one of the more affordable areas in Hennepin County, and it's located within easy driving distance to Minneapolis, and as I said before, about 30 minutes to MSP Airport. Current plan for the Blue Line light rail extension would have it coming up along West Broadway through Robbinsdale. And that same friend that I mentioned that lives in Robbinsdale also mentioned that they have a new water treatment plant and a new water tower in town. And this is big news there and a big plus. And I was like, well, why are people so excited about a water treatment plant? And he said, this is because it means the end of hard water in Robbinsdale. So people no longer need to use water softeners. And I know that people have different opinions about this, but I think I would be super cheering this on too, because I'm not a fan of the way that softened water tastes or feels, not to mention dealing with the maintenance aspect of it. Robbinsdale does have a community fitness center located in the middle school. It consists of 2 gyms with 8 basketball hoops and a fitness area that was renovated in 2017, so not yet crusty. The cost to use the fitness center is very reasonable if you ask me, especially when you compare it to private gyms and really even the Y. If you're into the latest rage, I'm referring to pickleball. I'm not into the latest rage. But if you are, they have you covered in Robbinsdale because they do offer pickleball at their community center. Robbinsdale is geographically small and yet has 15 parks and 2 lakes. The parks are not all enormous parks, some are quite small, but that demonstrates to me a commitment to providing community and green space, and this is something that is really consistent throughout the Twin Cities. In Robbinsdale, Sochaki Park is 37 acres and features trails and a dog park, and then the next largest park is Lakeview Terrace Park at 30 acres, and it features sports fields and access to the lake. Many of the other parks have playlots and picnic areas. There are 4 libraries nearby. All of these are part of the Hennepin County Library System. And then Robbinsdale schools are part of the Independent School District number 281, commonly known as Robbinsdale School District, which includes students from Crystal, New Hope, parts of Golden Valley, Brooklyn Park, and Brooklyn Center. This district has 12 elementary schools, 3 middle schools, and 2 senior high schools, along with 2 alternative schools. There is 1 elementary and 1 middle school inside of the Robbinsdale borders. If you're interested in seeing other areas, I have an entire playlist of neighborhoods and suburbs, as I mentioned before, and I'm going to link to that here. I love to talk to people that meet me on YouTube, so let me know if you have questions or if there is anything that I can help you with. Thanks for watching. Have a great week.